thrown off the Vendini ships.
All right.
Phew. That was close.
Indeed.
Yes, but now we're pretty far from the rendezvous point.
Well, it can't be helped. Besides, it won't hurt to make her wait a little longer.
It won't help
Let's
either.
take our time.
Wow, your hunch really paid off.
Finally, some respect.
Huh.
Yeah, a healthy respect for your recklessness.
What is that supposed to mean? A little more honesty would be nice. Like, hey, that Cliff sure is something. Or, you're a genius, Cliff.
I love how that is honesty. I love it to death. Cliff is awesome. He's a pretty cool character.
Sorry to interrupt while you're having so much fun.
In fact, that's one of the best things about this game. There's really no... I guess to say that would be a bit of an insult to Auron, but there's no real Auron in this game. Everyone's relatively... They're experienced, but not hardcore experienced. And I like that.
What is it, Mirage?
The gravitic warp core is overheating. We should reduce speed immediately.
Well, reduce speed.
The engine will scram if we don't.
What? Didn't I specifically request that you tell me these things sooner?
Problem number one with military. You don't do anything until you're ordered to do so, or until you report it to your commander, what have you. If your ship's engines are going to be no longer usable, if you constantly stay in gravitic warp or something like that, I personally think it would be beholden unto you as the navigator, the pilot, or whatever, to immediately get the hell out of warp speed or whatever it is as soon as possible, in order, if only out of concern of the safety of your ship. You know that you've gotten out of the enemy's line of sight. As far as I'm concerned, as soon as you are within a safe distance away from them that they cannot follow or are unable to follow for whatever reason, and you know that the ships are already mildly damaged, you cut the damn warp off so you can let the engines rest. The worst things you can do to anything is to overwork it, especially machinery, when you don't have the means to fix it if something goes bad.
Get back to conventional space, pronto.
She shouldn't have had to have been ordered to do that. That should have been him asking, "Why are we in conventional space?" Because the ship would have damn blew up, or we wouldn't be able to, or we would lose all locomotion if we were in warp space. That should have been the conversation.
Roger.
At least to me. I just find this stuff stupid.
Bad news.
Now what?
Both the conventional and gravitic warp engines have scrammed. The backup engine isn't functioning either.
I guess I shouldn't have kept them in warp space for that long rant, shouldn't I? Darn.
I'd say we have a problem.
See?
Damn it.
See, if she saw it, she should have immediately stopped. Why would you have to tell him? Why would he have to be told that?
Where are we now?
We're currently within Elicor 2's gravitational field.
If all our energy sources are shot, then we can't communicate either. Well, I'm sure she'll figure out something happened to us after we don't show up when we're supposed to.
One would hope so.
Well, Mirage, come up with something.
I'll see what I can do.
What can we do? Aren't all the engines scrammed?
Do they have escape pods?
For starters, we gotta land before we crash. Then, we wait to be rescued.
Great plan.
Look, my mission is to bring you to our leader. Until then, I'll watch out for you. Trust me. You're as safe as a turtle in its shell.
I've seen aboriginals cook turtles in their shell. It looked actually pretty delicious.
Turtle dropping out of orbit.
Huh? Did you say something?
I said a turtle dropping out of orbit.
Nothing.
We'll be entering into Ellicor 2's atmosphere in another 30 seconds. Get ready for a bumpy ride, you two.
Yes!
And keep wagging those tongues and you'll bite them off. I wouldn't want either of you to die of blood loss.
Yes,
Roger.
Alright, folks. Now, officially, the game is about to begin. Wait, did they discuss Ellicor 2 yet? Because I remember before we got on Vanguard,
What is that thing?
we were told a lot of things about Vanguard's tilt and such. And I was explaining how it works, but I'm still mildly confused on how the axial tilt really affects the weather and what have you. Maybe I just need to reread that post again and get better, a little slower. But yeah.
A star falling from the sky?
Not a star.
Nonsense. It looks nothing like a falling star.
Well, would you know what a falling star looks like?
Well, what is it then?
How am I supposed to know?
Yes, I just contradicted myself within 5 seconds. Sue me.
Just our luck.
I know, right?
We landed right in the middle of a city.
Yeah.
Not to mention we're out of power, and the helm is out of whack. You should be happy to be alive.
I guess this is no time to be worrying about the UP3.
Yeah, I think you've way past that point.
What do we do now?
I say, claim that you're gods. Walk out this ship, claim that you're gods from the heavens above, and that something. Ah. All right, calm down. Panicking won't change a thing. How can I stay calm? We just crashed a spaceship into the middle of the underdeveloped planet. We just crashed our spaceship into the middle of a city on an underdeveloped planet. This is more than just a simple violation of the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact. Oh man. You know what? You worry too much. And you don't worry enough. Yeah, you're probably right. Relax. Panicking won't change a thing. Mirage, what kind of planet is Ellicor 2? The second planet in the Ellicor system has an axial tilt of 32.6 degrees and is 0.8 AUs from its planet parental star. The gravity is 0.0 G. Other than the fact that its atmosphere is almost completely comprised of noble gases such as neon instead of nitrogen, it has an atmospheric composition which closely resembles that of Earth. According to my data, the technology level on this planet is near that of medieval Earth, or around 17th century. Although the planet is registered in the Galactic Atlas as an underdeveloped planet, it appears to be in a constant state of conflict, so there are no figures for the total population of sentient beings. So we're stuck on an underdeveloped planet. Do we at least have information for our current location? Well, sentient life forms do live in this area. Really? I wouldn't have guessed! We don't have any detailed information like government, but this is a pretty large city. External air temperature is minus 5 degrees Celsius. Both falling and deposited snow have been detected. A city. We also know that there are two major continents on this planet. There is one there's one where we are on now, and another one to the east. Kind of like Earth, technically. Because you could argue that North and South America are two continents, but they are technically connected. And almost in Africa, Europe, Asia, Russia, India, those are all on one giant landmass. You can't argue that they're not connected. So yeah, a lot like Earth. The continent to the east appears to have a slightly higher civilization level. I see. Did you figure out anything else? Did you figure anything else out? The ship's database contains no further information. I see. Yeah, you have to talk to everyone. Enough before we can continue.
You there! Move! Out of the way! Off the road!
I don't know much about re-entering, but shouldn't the ship be warm or hot? Maybe not glowing red, but shouldn't it be hot or a little too close to stand next to immediately? Well, and never mind, it is minus 5 degrees Celsius, so yeah.
What's this?
It's probably very comfortable to get warm to that darn thing, or it's cooled off very fast.
One of Aquaria's new weapons?
We seem to be surrounded by a group of local soldiers now. What will you do?
Not much we can do with the Eagles scrap like this. Fighting our way out isn't really an option.
I don't know. You could probably fight.
Well,
Oh, darn it!
Now, maybe.
I'm sorry.
oh well. Let's just step outside and see what happens.
Damn straight.
Hold on just a second.
What?
Even minimal contact with the inhabitants of an underdeveloped planet will get us in trouble.
Well, considering we've way past the minimum mark, they can only hang us once.
Besides, we have no idea what they'll do to us once we're out there.
Just say that you're gods. You have communicators. I am a god, and I demand something. I don't know. I would probably demand women, wine, in a warm place, but that's just me.
You got any better ideas?
The whole god thing. I mean, really, they can't question you if you're a god.
I hate to point this out, but I think we've already made contact, rather forcefully anyway.
Well, still.
In fact, yeah. I'll leave that alone for right now.
Don't worry. I've got a hunch they won't kill us right away.
Awesome! It'll take us a while to die.
Another hunch?
Come on, trust me. Didn't we make it here safely?
Define safe.
I tell you, my hunches are always right.
Define safe.
How about that time when we almost crashed into that asteroid because of a hunch?
I love you, Mirage.
Oh, but that was one time.
One time.
Well, mathematically speaking, his hunches cannot be correct 100% of the time. So he had his 1%. I actually feel more comfortable when I hear stuff like
At
that.
any rate, I don't think we have any other choice.
If she can only bring up one instance where it backfired, and he's mentioned that it's only one time, and she never argued the fact that it was only one time, I personally feel far more comfortable like that.
What do you think they'll do?
Oh, we'll probably be taken prisoner.
If you don't say that you're gods, this is 17th century, people. You can say that. They will believe you if you spin it just right.
Mirage wait until later to make an escape. Mirage, stay until nightfall, then leave under the cover of darkness.
Right. That shouldn't be a problem.
But Mirage, all alone?
And she said it shouldn't be a problem, so I trust her.
You're forgetting. She's a Clausian.
Still don't know what that means.
She'll be fine. I pity the soldier that tries to take her.
Huh.
Want me to come rescue you?
Please.
Nah, no need. There'll probably be too many of them anyway.
I think that's a bit stupid. Yes, rescue us. We should all... Number one rule when you were lost. Stick together. It works. It's the best thing to do. It works best in horror movies, but it also works in everything else as well. The longer you stick together, the safer you all are, because you can rely on each other. When you're split, then all of a sudden things become harder.
We'll think of something. You scout around and find a way to contact the Diplo.
Well, okay, that's fair enough. If she's working on... She can do that with us.
Don't put yourself in danger trying to hook up with us. They should be able to home in on our position as long as we make contact.
Oh, well, whatever.
They can come get us then.
Roger.
All right, time to go.
Fate, be careful.
I will, baby.
Thanks. You too, Mirage.
Cliff,
I said it'll be okay. I'm counting on you.
okay. Be careful.
Aha. Sorry about that. Mildly distracted. Alright. Let's talk to Mirage. Be careful. I'll meet up with you as soon as possible. Alright, Mirage. You take it easy. One thing. Boop, boop, boop. Tactics. Dictionary. Racist. Hold on. Blue. Clausian. Here we go. Clausian, a sentient race on Class 3 and 4. This race possesses excellent motor reflexes and hand-eye coordination, and it is said that the average Clausian can easily surpass a top Earthling in every aspect of physical capabilities. Clausians respect self-reliance, and regardless of the fact that more than a century has passed since the first contact was made with this race, they still do not belong to the Pangalactic Federation or to any other multi-planetary government for that matter. Probably because they respect self-reliance so much, so they are very less likely to join the group. Clausians are also known for having an external appearance that very closely resembles that of Earthlings. If they didn't have 3 distinguishing green lines around their necks, they probably would resemble Earthlings with extremely good physiques. Alright, thank you. I think I'm going to, on occasion, just read a bit of information from, about, whatever's in the dictionary. The new races that we think that we see, things that are mentioned more than once. I think I'll do a little read about that. They're not too long. It's just there's a lot of information. I do love that there's a lot of information, but it's a lot of information. All right, you ready? Let's see. Again, I'm an idiot, but this is one thing that I kind of have an issue with. Let's just... I don't agree with going in as prisoners. I think that's very stupid because you don't know what can happen to you. The best thing to do, not fight anyone, but just say, looky here, I'm not here to hurt anyone. I mean no one any harm, but I'm not going as a prisoner to anything. If you want me to talk to your king or whatever, I will do that. But you're not taking me in cuffs. And if they bother you, you disable them without killing them, but disable them and get out of Dodge. But I don't know. I guess I'm a fool. Sigh. Also, wouldn't a change of clothes be a bit beneficial considering you're in such a cold climate? I mean, let me think. I think Celsius is 32 above freezing.
Hey, there's something moving.
So -5 degrees would be a little, well, probably about 20 degrees or something like that Fahrenheit. So yeah, I have been in a short shirt and just a short shirt, t-shirt, and obviously pants, what have you. But I have been ill dressed for very cold weather, and it's not fun. If you're going to be prisoners, you're probably going to be this cold all the time.
What?
No, a god. I am a god. Everyone praise me. Just giving up. Well, whatever.
There's people in there.
Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, considering you did crash land in the middle of the ship and in the middle of a city and probably did damage much of it, I guess you really couldn't go the whole pacifist route or apology route, especially if they're not in the mind, if they think that you're enemies. That's not gonna fly. All right, giving up for yeah, giving up first is probably the best thing to do.
Get him!
Well,
Wait, please.
nah, calling yourselves gods is the best thing to do.
Give it up, kid. Nothing we can do.
Giving up is the most humane thing you can do.
Give up.
Look behind you.
What? Calm down, Faye. Jesus, just a beard.
Well, what was it?
Now look at that sophisticated mustache and soul patch.
We believe it to be a new Aquarian weapon, Your Majesty. We have the 2 crew members locked up in the dungeon.
Oh, that's not a beard. That's the bottom of his armor. Okay.
Very well. Continue with your investigation and step up the pace of the invasion of Arius. If the enemy has indeed brought a new weapon into active service, then time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence.
Your Majesty.
What think you, Woltar?
If this object that has fallen on our city is truly a new Aquarian weapon, then we are in trouble. Aquaria has shown an admirable ability to wage war of late.
Huh.
Lord Woltar appears to lack confidence. Eriglyph has your Storm Brigade cavalry, Albel's Black Brigade heavy cavalry, and my winged Dragon Brigade for good measure.
Fox!
They stand no chance against our legion, sire. Their weapons have proven themselves little threat to us. Anything they throw at us, we return in spades.
Pride comes before the fall. Surely a measure of prudence would do us no harm.
Really interesting how they have the same sayings that we have.
Right, Albel?
If they're the enemy, we kill them. If they aren't, we dispose of them. Simple.
I wouldn't say that. If they're not the enemy, shouldn't you make them your allies?
If only things were as simple as you say.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a fool.
Regardless, we have yet to see any evidence the object is a new Aquarian weapon.
So maybe you should make them allies.
My men have already begun to interrogate the crew members. They'll talk before long.
The Inquisitor. He always seems to enjoy his work a bit too much.
He is the best.
As long as they do not die before they talk. We are not barbarians. Even prisoners have certain rights, you know.
This is true.
You speak absurdities. Prisoners have no rights. We'll hurt them until they squeal.
And this is exactly how you do not win friends and influence. Well, okay, I think you could technically influence people with this, but it's not how you win friends. And that could definitely be to your detriment. If they have technology and whatnot that's superior to everything else that you've seen, and you know that they're not with the enemy, again, maybe it's because I don't like war and such like that, that I am so pacifistic, but if they're your friends, you don't have to worry about them killing you. And you could probably deal with the people who are trying to kill you more effectively.
If they die as a result, then so be it. You've grown much too soft in your old age, Woltar.
Someone needs to be spanked.
Compared to you, that may be true. I'm willing to do what's necessary, but I think your men have a tendency to take things too far.
I love how Al Bell is just chilling and letting these two old folks blather on.
What's the big deal? Just find out whether they're enemies or not. If that's too much trouble, I'll be happy to take care of it.
Yeah, you see, the old should just settle down and let the young handle things.
We know what we have to do, my lord. Don't worry. If we do kill them, we'll make sure they cough before they croak,
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
That will be quite enough. Now is not the time for us to haggle over such matters.
I'm sorry, I thought you all, I thought I was the king. You two keep having your little argument.
Indeed, it is not.
Vox, continue your interrogation. Woltar and Albel, return to your posts. We are counting on your knights. You are the pride of our great kingdom.
Yes, sire.
Yes, sire.
Annabelle says quiet. Quiet.
Why don't you just spit it out?
Oh dear.
Play nice and we'll treat you right. That thing you were riding, what was that? A new Aquarian weapon, eh?
Okay, Aquarius been mentioned 3 times.
Answer the question! I told you, I don't know.
There are 4 lights!
Damn!
If someone gets off on torture, I don't think you should have them as the people who torture folks.
See you again soon, my
Why is that chain switching?
You throw this one in the cell.
Yes, sir.
Herp-a-derp. Well, that's been interesting. More plot dump. Is that a mouse? Ugh.
Yo, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Ouch.
That's all you gotta say after, whatever. Ha ha! They really had to tie Cliff
You
down.
don't look fine.
Look who's talking.
Well, yeah. but I'm more used to torture than you are.
That's okay. We will not venture further in this train of thought.
Because you're a member of an anti-Federation organization.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we'll say.
You could say I've been around.
Oh, God.
Hey, you held up pretty well, though.
What could I do? It's not like they'd believe me if I told them I came from outer space.
Why you gotta tell them you came from outer space? I am a god. I came from the heavens.
Good point.
They would believe you came from the heavens, though.
Why'd you let them catch you anyway? I mean, you could have gotten away, right?
Huh? Nah. It would have been too much of a hassle.
I love how he calls it a hassle.
A hassle?
Yeah, a pain in the butt. I couldn't just leave you there anyway. And I kind of wanted to see what was going on firsthand.
Oh, Cliff.
So, you find anything out?
As a matter of fact, I did.
What's that?
What?
The whips on this planet hurt too.
Ha.
Very funny. Say, do you know what Aquaria is?
Isn't that where you put fish?
Aquaria?
The interrogator kept mentioning it. He kept referring to the Eagle as a new Aquarian weapon.
Huh. Must be the name of their enemy.
Wait. Oh, didn't he ask Cliff the same things? Or, well, whatever.
So what? They think we're spies?
I'm thinking you got that right.
Ha.
These restraints are pretty solid. Damn, they're too tight. I can't move at all.
That's why they call them restraints?
Don't bother me with semantics, kid. How are we gonna get out of these?
Well, since they put you both in the same cell, it's obvious that from what I remember in the movies, you get back to back and one of you start untying the other.
Do you think Mirage got away okay?
Actually, let me think. If Cliff maneuvered right and got the bedpost between the parts where he could, the open parts, right about here, in his restraints, he could probably maneuver just enough if he was willing to deal with a little tightness on the left side of his body to get his arms free to where he could maneuver enough to break the bonds. But again, that's probably just me being ridiculous.
Ah, she'll be fine. Like I told you, she's a Clausian. Bet she snuck off into town a long time ago.
Yes, you're the superior race. Gotcha.
I hope you're right.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah, superior race.
How am I supposed to rescue my dad trapped like this? I don't know why the Vendini captured him, but I doubt they're showing him much hospitality.
Yeah.
Hey, cheer up. Somebody will show up to spring us out of this place soon enough. Then we'll be on our way.
I somehow think that if the Vendini were after his dad, they might be treating him a little better than Fate's being treated now.
And who would that somebody be?
Because if you capture someone for a reason, you want to keep them alive, so you have to show them a little decency.
You told Mirage she shouldn't bother coming in after us. And it's not like we know anybody else. And
They're here already.
What?
What? Who?
Yes!
Friend or foe? I don't know, but there's somebody here. Hey.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't take their communicators, because don't they keep their communicators on them, so, you know, they restrain them. Wouldn't they go rifling through their personal possessions?
You have two options.
What's that, red-haired woman?
Accept my conditions and live, or refuse and die here.
Okay.
It's your choice.
What kind of options are those?
The correct choice should be obvious.
Stay and die?
So what are your conditions?
I want your help, that's all.
Our help?
Wait, there's a fire in there? Well, okay, I'm a little less afraid of fire than most people, even though I kind of got my beard, eyebrows, eyelashes, and some of my hair burned off by a barbecue incident, which I'll get into later if anyone's actually interested to hear about it. But you could burn the restraints off if you're, really want to get free right now. But then again, I don't know what the material they're made of, but 16th, 17th century, you could probably burn them off. They're not chains.
That's right. You two were riding that lump of metal that fell in the town, correct?
Yeah, actually, that's exactly correct. Yes. X. Why aren't you working? X.
We want your technology.
Oh, we?
Our technology? We can't let you have that.
Why not?
Because it's ours and not yours. We work for it.
Why not? Well, I can't tell her about the UP3. How am I going to explain this?
Because we have a moral obligation to not share our technology with one side or another. Bam. It's easy. I just did.
And what would you do with our technology if we gave it to you?
We'd use it to end the war that rages between this country and mine. With our side victorious, of course.
Of course.
Hold on a minute. Your country? So, you're not one of the people that threw us in here?
No, I'm not from Aryglyph. I'm from Aquaria.
Aha!
Aquaria. The interrogator kept mentioning that name.
Makes sense now.
If you've been interrogated, I wouldn't think you'd have any particular loyalty to Aryglyph.
We don't.
Why not help me?
Well.
Good point. We'll help you.
What are you saying?
Give us a moment, all right? Shut your trap, kid.
But she wants our technology. What were you planning on teaching them?
Well, okay now, Fate, let's not be completely ignorant. What they know of your technology and what you know of your technology are two completely different things.
Come on, you saw this civilization's level of technology. Look, all they need is a little college physics. I don't know about you, kid, but I was paying attention in class.
Actually, I wouldn't even think they need college level physics. Maybe high school, high school. Especially for them, this is like 2040 something? 240? I'm sorry, they even got out of the 2000s. They're in galactic space time, space calendar. So we're looking maybe into four something or 5 like that. You have gone greatly beyond 17th century. Yeah.
You're right about that. But what about the UP3?
Man, what a square.
Then
again, maybe that's your redeeming feature, huh? Straight as an arrow, just like...
What? It's hip to be square. At least that's what Schoolhouse Rock told me.
Just like who?
Oh, was that Sesame Street that said that?
Huh? Did I say something?
Yes.
Never mind.
You did say something.
I'm minding.
Jeez, forget about it. Listen, based on what she said, we must be in Aryglyph right now. And this place is at war with her country, Aquaria. You with me so far?
Yeah, so far I follow you. Oh my god, X.
Yeah.
Good, okay. Both sides think we have some kind of unknown technology. Well, that makes sense. Big flying metal thing did land in the middle of a medieval town.
and the fact that you do have unknown technology to them.
Even if we don't cooperate with her, Aryglyph will want our help too. I doubt their terms will be any better.
Yeah, but...
So what I'm saying is, if we're gonna cooperate with someone, it might as well be that hot chick over there. Know what I mean?
Well, she doesn't have ponytails, but she does have a long scarf that has 2 tails, so that kind of compensates.
I can't believe this. You're insane.
Okay, let's say that was a joke. Either way, we can do whatever we want once we're out of this place. We'll just wait for our chance and make a run for it.
I like that. I like that. Okay, we'll just pretend that what I said was a joke, and we'll just, continue on with this conversation.
We're not doing much better here in prison with our hands all in shackles. And if we die here, who's gonna rescue your dad, huh? I figured you want to meet him in this life, not the next.
That's fair enough. And also back to the whole hot chick business. I'm far more apt to listen to an attractive female who is at least offering to assist me than I am a very fat, slobbery guy in a mask beating me with a whip and having me chained up while doing so. A little less likely to pay to trust that guy. Very creepy. Now, if the chick was in a mask and beating me, I'd probably be less likely to trust her as well, but...
Alright. You win, for now.
I guess that's more in the terms of level of beating, but whatever. There's a level of trust that you have to earn with Shady Knights, and harm that isn't bad is not the good way to get that trust.
Attaboy.
Oh!
Alright, we discussed it. We'll help you.
Face!
Now get us out of here.
Fate so could have taken care of those shackles for him. You saw the buckles. That was... Oh my god.
Then we have a deal. Step back from the bars.
Huh? What the... Oh dear!
What did she just do?
I might have lost myself.
You're free.
No, the door is open. I am not technically free.
Thanks for getting us out of there. Now, can you use that little trick of yours to get these off us too?
Heh.
Don't move.
Holding still. That sounds painful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright, punch her and leave.
No thanks needed. I'm just doing my job.
Heh.
But I'm going to hold you to your part of the bargain.
Huh?
You said you'd cooperate with us. Don't think you can just wait for your chance to run either, because I won't let you. If you try, I'll kill you.
Well, lady, considering I'm free now, allow me to inform you of something. You will attempt to kill me if I run, but you will not succeed.
Yeah.
I really don't care how good of an assassin you are on your planet. I am far more advanced than you, and a god.
Hey, she heard us.
I should thank you for calling me hot, though chick I can live without.
Does she understand what whatever, she appreciates it. Never mind.
Scary.
I'm Nell Zelfer, agent for the Sacred Kingdom of Aquaria.
I think Nell is probably my favorite character in this game. I really like her. And Lotus, if you're watching, this is this game's version of Eris.
My name's Fate Limeguard, and this is...
Cliff Fitter.
Fitter.
Fate and Cliff. My pleasure. So, where are you from? And what is the metal thing you came here in?
We are gods from heaven, and that metal thing is our chariot.
Let me tell her.
Just follow my lead. I'll handle this.
Sure.
We're from a country on a continent far to the east of here. It's a pretty small country, so nobody's really heard of it, but we've got some pretty solid technology.
From the east. One of the countries in Greeton? Not the country that invaded Aquaria.
That what you call it here? Yeah, that's where we're from. We're engineers.
What are engineers from Greeton doing in Aryglyph?
I wouldn't go with the term engineers with either of them.
Well, the long story would take all day, so I'll give you the short version. Fate's dad got captured by an enemy country. We were on our way to rescue him in this newly developed vehicle, but it broke down on the way. Then we ended up here.
I see.
With that story, the term engineers really doesn't apply properly to them. It's, well...
Wow, he sure is a smooth talker. And not all of it is lies, either.
Well, look. If Fate's dad was kidnapped and they're going to rescue him, even though they're working with high technologies, like I said earlier, to use the term engineers would give them a higher status than probably necessary, even though they could be engineers for this planet's level of technology. I would probably run with, well, bodyguard and scholar. Mostly because that's what they are. So they can help them a little with their technology, you can help them out even less, and be morally okay with it.
So you are from Greeton. I thought as much.
Also, I wouldn't name countries in which I'm from. I would go with I'm from a distant land, but whatever. They'll probably buy the whole Greeton thing better than what I would tell them.
How so?
There is no country on this continent with that level of technology. It was an easy conclusion.
Well, you satisfied?
More or less. What I am sure of is there's no way we can let Aryglyph have you. You must cooperate with us.
Nell, that's your name, right?
Yes?
What do you mean by cooperate? What technology did you want exactly?
Yes, well...
What's going on down here? Hey, you... What?
They're changing the guard already? You two, you have any fighting experience?
Ha ha.
Huh? Why?
Because you're about to get some.
Don't you worry about us. You could say we're above average.
You might be able to fight with your bare hands, but I need some kind of weapon.
Again. Oh boy. No. You know, I'm going to say this. One of my goals, one of my dream things to do when I become a game designer is to redo some games. I would love to be able to redo Star Ocean to the End of Time, because I could do so much with this game. And this right here, this whole weapon business and Fate's attitude and things, would be something that I would spend probably 5 years writing the story so I could do everything just right with this. I think Fate, because he loves video games so much, and that's explained in the first part, could be so much more expounded upon rather than him just knowing how to use a sword. He should know how to use it. Should be up to the gamer to decide what he's good at. Is he good as a brawler, a mage, a thief, a swordsman, use regular swords, short swords? And I'm a personal believer of there should be an ability to be a jack of all trades, and if you are really anal enough, you can do everything, but you just have to work twice as hard in order to get as good as everyone else, because if you're not focused on that thing specifically, it's just going to take you longer to get the higher level tiers of things that an average individual can get. So for someone who's willing to put in those extra hours or something like that could get all the greatest attacks, but if you were just someone who wanted to enjoy the game for what it was just initially, you would choose something more specific, more specified, and you would get the higher tiers of things, and there would be certain bonuses you'd get for being specific only. Fate, I think it would be really interesting to see him use a sword or fight with his fists, or in my opinion, something that I would love for him to do would be to use a damn gun. Because even if you are following the UP3, I think so long as you never really show them the gun, or you never let anyone who sees the gun leave, technically you're not really, well, you are breaking the rules, but you're not really exposing it to a greater technology, because there's no witnesses. If there's no witnesses, then you've really not changed their history. But I don't know. That's just something I would love to tinker with. Or his concern with the UP3. Who's to say that you, good player or viewer, is not... Who's to say that you're not really concerned about the UP3? And you would go around showing guns and whatnot. There should be repercussions, or at the very least, it should be something you should be allowed to do. But enough about that. Sorry.
I thought this might happen. In there.
What's this?
Your stuff. I got it back for you.
Faye should be able to see what his stuff is. So that line should be more, my stuff. Yeah, I got it back for you.
Great. Thanks.
One more thing. Fate, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't go around dressed like that. I don't know if the size will match or not. Anyway, put those on.
Ooh, she wants to watch us change.
Thank you.
Da, 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 da. So, say goodbye to Pepita on the back of our jacket. Sigh. I really like that too. Oh well. We would be but a nuisance. Flee while you can. Do not worry about us. Imprisoned priest. Alright. Triple EXP, double fold. Increased chance for items and health. Oh, I love this. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Blake.
Take that!
Nell is our attacking mage of the game, and she's pretty awesome.
I'd have preferred a more worthy.
She's kind of a thief. I suppose that would be the best term to give to her. She's very fast. She uses short swords. She uses magic, and I don't think she has great defense. Well, we'll take a look at her defenses and what have you. Probably after cutscene, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Crotch shot. Oh boy, I need something to eat.
Hurry. They'll be here any minute.
Wait a sec.
Yes?
How are we gonna get out? There are lots of soldiers outside.
We'll go out through there.
Ventilation shaft?
Looks like kind of a tight fit.
Don't complain. If we can get through there, it widens out a bit. We'll just have to squeeze through that first part.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I have a dirty mind.
Faith, you go first. I'll bring up the rear.
Oh. We all know why she did that.
Where are we?
We're in the aqueducts that wind their way under the city.
Aqueducts, huh? Hey, it's all frozen over.
This comes as a surprise to you? It is winter in Aryglyph. Didn't you see the snow falling outside?
I don't know. I thought it was always snowing here.
Good point.
Careful. You're no good to us if you fall in the water and freeze to death.
I like Nell because she's really short, sweet, and to the point. If there is an Auron character, she is the closest thing to that for this game. But she's not infallible, and she's not perfect, and she's not a complete badass. She's just a dedicated soldier, and I really like that. She does that very well. Or she comes off very well.
Scary.
Let's get moving. This way leads to the city if we can make it through.
And there's more to her than we see right now. She has layers. Anyway, oh wait, this is a different song. Okay, folks. Now, this right here heals your HP and MP. So when you see areas like that, that means it's in your best interest to level grind. I have save states to assist me with that, but let's take a look at our new companion, Nell Zelpher. Alright, compared to everyone, she has the weakest attack. Her defense, weakest. Agility, equal to that of Cliff. Her hit, stronger than Cliff, weaker than Fate. Intellect, greater than both of theirs. Her, let's see, doesn't have that many accessories on her at the moment. Yeah, so, yeah, she's our thief. She's higher in some areas, lower in others. But I'm pretty sure she gets, much faster. Well, she's faster than what we have, than, Fate and Cliff are. Let's see if she has any skills I can equip her with really quick. Shockwave, okay. I usually have her set up with Shockwave as her short attack. No support. I don't think anyone has a support yet.